Shabbat Shalom. Here we are in our next video, how-to, in our how-to series of the Shabbat home rituals. Today we're going to be talking about the ritual hand washing that we do before HaMotzi, before we make the blessing over the bread. Meals are a very special time in Judaism, and they are recognized by having bread at the beginning with HaMotzi. And to set aside those meals as being very special, we do a ritual hand washing to say this is a special and holy and unique act. And there's a ritual involved with doing this hand washing. This hand washing is not to make sure our hands are clean. It's to make sure that we are ritually, that we are mentally prepared for the meal that we're about to eat. So we have a couple of special ritual objects. The first is a cup that has, traditionally has two handles on it. And people also use a special towel that they set aside as a al nitilat yadayim towel to recognize this as being a special and unique act. The way that the ritual is performed, it's not done with soap and scrubbing, it's just done with a ritual dousing of each hand. And there's a couple of different traditions on how to do it. Some people say just make sure you get both hands wet. Other people say wet each hand 3 times, 3 on the left and 3 on the right. And some people say 3 on the left, 3 on the right, then 3 on the left again. Either way, the big thing is to get your hands wet with water that's not coming from the sink, that's coming from a object like this, a cup or a vessel. And I'm going to demonstrate. So you take your hands, you get them wet on each side, and I do it just wet 3 times in each side. And then as you are drying your hands, you say the following bracha. And that bracha is found on the card that's attached to this email. And the bracha is Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Kitshanu B'mitzvotav V'tzivanu Al Nitilat Yadayim. And by that point I would have dried my hands entirely, and that bracha means thank you, God, for this opportunity to discover holiness in our lives through the mitzvot that you have given us, and you have given us this mitzvah of washing our hands. It's now traditional from the time we wash our hands and dry our hands and say the bracha to the time that we say HaMotzi, we don't talk. We're focused on this idea of spiritually preparing ourselves for the meal, and the meal begins when we say the HaMotzi and eat the bread. So once again, the ritual is 3 on the left, 3 on the right, drying our hands and saying the bracha. I hope you have a wonderful Shabbat, and Shabbat Shalom.